Hey y'all, welcome to the cabin. It's a beautiful morning here on the banks of the Chitta River. We're early in June. The temperature is about 82 degrees. The humidity is coming up, but there's a nice breeze this morning and it's a beautiful day. I thought I would do something a little different today. Let's talk about making medicine. The kind of medicine that great-grandma, great-great-grandma might have had in her pantry, because they couldn't always just run to town and get what they needed, but they knew what to get in these woods around here. So today I want to talk about wild lettuce. Wild lettuce is a plant that does not look like lettuce as you would think of it. It grows on a tall stalk, but it is the medicinal properties are probably more like Tylenol or aspirin than anything else. So let's go out and let's locate some wild lettuce and harvest some, and we'll be back here when that's over with. Okay, let's locate and identify some wild lettuce today for our project. Let's start right here with this. This is wild lettuce, but this is not what you would typically find. What this is where the deer have gotten into my patch of wild lettuce and they've bitten it off. But here's the funny thing about it is, this patch of wild lettuce is right here between my shop building and my house. The dirty things have some nerve sometimes. Okay, this is more like what you're looking for. This is the wild lettuce plant. Now we're in the beginning of June here. When this plant comes up early in the spring, it's the only time that it actually looks like leaf lettuce, when it's just coming out of the ground. At this point, there's several varieties. The variety that we have around here has this spearhead shaped leaf like this. You can see all the big scallops in it. And if you cut the stalk of this plant anywhere, if you cut the skin of the stalk anywhere on it, you're going to get this white latex-like sap that comes out. That's the medicine in the plant. And you can see that it's full of it. And that's what we're going to harvest this plant for today. Now, if you were in a survival situation or a camping situation, it doesn't have to be survival, and you didn't bring your bottle of Tylenol with you, you could, that's as bitter as gall. I'm not going to lie to you, that is one bitter substance. But that's, you get a couple of fingers like that and you got a dose of Tylenol. All right, I got my granny clippers out. I call them granny clippers because when I was growing up, every lady of a certain age had a pair of these in her apron when she went in the yard. And yes, she would wear an apron because she probably made the dress she was wearing and she wasn't going to mess it up. So what we're going to do here now is just harvest the tops, kind of like the deer did. And there again, if the deer can eat it, it's not poisonous. It is bitter though. We're going to collect a couple of these. We don't need too many because I'm only going to be making a pint. A pint goes a long way. Come over here. This is a young, all of these plants are young. These plants actually get 10 to 12 feet tall, but I prefer to harvest them earlier in the year and not after they've gotten that tall. The medicine's good from the time they come out of the ground till the time they turn brown, but it just seems to be, you know, the best when the plant is young and tender like this. Boy, you can see the latex coming out here. All right, let's go over here. So you want to harvest plants from a healthy area, an area where you're comfortable, knowing that everything is clean. What you don't want to do, now this plant right here looks healthy. It's going to seed. It's fine. But it's right here next to my little diesel bulk tank. Occasionally I do spill a little bit. I would not harvest that plant. You know, any of the ones out in the yard is fine. And this should be enough. So let's go make some medicine. All right, we're back with our harvest. I did make a trip by the house and wash this, by the way. I wash everything and sterilize everything. But these are the parts of the wild lettuce that we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bruise the plant a little bit on purpose, just kind of rough it up. And then for the top part, I'm going to take my poultry shears here and I'm just going to cut it up into small pieces. Probably the smaller the better, but you don't have to get too crazy with it. Now, both the leaves and the stalk both have medicine. If you can just see that white sap coming out, even out of the leaves. And I think I have more than I need here, because what I'm going to do is we're only going to make a pint today. That's plenty. I've got some left from last year. And I just need enough to go in here and fill it about 2/3 full. You don't want to overdo it. You don't need to pack it in. Maybe just a touch more. Maybe a little too much, but the stuff grows like a weed, and we've got plenty of it. So I'm just going to put, like I said, about 2/3 to 3/4 in my jar. And then what we're going to do here today is we're making a tincture. I showed you the sap that came out of the plant. If you needed to, you could use it like that. But that stuff is terrible. My mouth has still got that terrible taste to it. So what I'm going to use to make the tincture today is 100 proof vodka. All you're looking for is the alcohol. And why 100 proof? Because 100 proof alcohol is 50% alcohol and 50% water. And in making a tincture, you want both the alcohol and the water. It's kind of going down a little bit. The water extracts some of the chemicals. I'll put a little bit more in there. And the alcohol extracts some of the chemicals. Like I said, that stuff is really bad, y'all. That taste will stay in your mouth for a long time. You know, I'm not trying to show the brand of alcohol. It could be any of it. I'm not advertising for anybody. You don't want any of the parts to be sticking up above the alcohol when you get through. And you're going to want to fill it all the way up, because air is the enemy when you're doing this. I'm going to put that on there, seal it. I'm going to roll it around a little bit. I can see air bubbles kind of coming out of it. Don't shake it like you're making butter now. But you're going to take this and you're going to put it away in a cool, dark place, maybe the back of your pantry or something like that. And you're going to leave it alone for 8 weeks. And every day for a week, you take it out, you kind of roll it around and let the air come to the top. If you need to, you put a little bit more alcohol in there with it and seal it back off. So what I do is I take it and I'll label it. Lettuce tincture. And I'll put the date on it. And I will leave that, like I said, for 8 weeks. Some people say 4, some people say 6. What's your hurry? It's only going to take out the medicine that's in the plant. This beautiful, clear vodka will turn to a dark greenish color, probably from the chlorophyll in the plant. And then after 8 weeks, I will strain this and take just the alcohol or the medicine out of it, and then I will decant it into a small bottle like this. Dosage wise, about 1 dropper full. I think that's a ml. Go up to 2. But if you're going to do this, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an herbalist, I'm not an expert. Just know what I do. Know what works for me. You need to figure it out. So if you do make this, start with a little bit. See if you feel any effect on your any adverse effect on your body. If you're comfortable with it, then you move up to a ml. Look, I can hear y'all over the internet now. It ain't the plant. It's the alcohol, right? Let me show you how much alcohol we're talking about. Camera lady, come over here and zoom in on this. That's a half a teaspoon, and it doesn't even fill it up. So if you can get drunk on that much alcohol, well, more power to you. But it's not the alcohol, it's the plant. And it is a mild pain reliever like aspirin or Tylenol, and that's what you're making. And that's what great grandma would have had in her cabinet, because that patent medicine in town was expensive and she couldn't always get to it. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.